location. I remember way back, you ain't have no swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk, now you got new swag. You did a little research, now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. Me, I just wanna rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. Banana nuts all in it. Shit, you're talking about the blockchain monkeys. It's a solo nation.
CMOS has over 92 minerals that the body needs. Okay, now got my immune system in check. But now when it comes to crypto, we're talking about cold storage. Get your crypto off the exchange and into a cold storage wallet to where only you have access. Okay, DCENT wallet link in the description. Now,
what is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give my opinion. So today, we got to keep our head on a swivel. There is just so much going down in this crypto space right now. You have got to be dialed in. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing a shift from the dollar. And also, have you heard about what's going on, or what could possibly be going on down there in Florida? Had a chance to hear Kathy Wood speak on it. And you got AMB Crypto with some bullish news on XRP. But before we can even get started, I'm gonna need you to rub those hands together real vigorously and slide on Twitter. So coming in hot from the Crypto Council for Innovation, crypto is global. And nobody is waiting around for the US to land the plane. Here are a roundup of global activity. You might want to take a look at this. As always, focusing attention solely on the US misses the broader story. Other countries have moved far beyond asset classification and baseline education to deeply engaging. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? This is putting you behind if you're not on top of this information, okay? With the tech and exploring our landing regulatory models. Let's hope the US can catch up. And so you're seeing a separation, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Australia continues recent trends of non-USD stablecoin facilitation via regulated institutions. National Australia Bank completed an intra-bank cross-border settlement on Ethereum using the NAB-issued stablecoin one-to-one backed and managed by the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, how many licks is it going to take for you to get to the center of a Tootsie? They're putting it right in front of your face. Right here, MAS has given tentative timeline of mid-2023 to publish the response to the cryptocurrency and stablecoins consultation feedback. Consultation period closed on December 21st, 2022. You got Hong Kong builds its digital assets hub ambition. The city has received expression of interest from over 80 virtual assets related foreign companies. Are you in here, okay, to establish your presence there, including exchanges, blockchain infrastructure, security, and wallet and payment providers? They are building the plumbing. Now you see here, Hong Kong has advanced their securities rules to allow regulated intermediaries to offer trading of eligible VA futures, ETFs, to retail investors. Come on in, okay? This makes the city a pioneer in the Asian market. You see them taking a front seat. They're getting inside this roller coaster right now, right up front. Okay, 3 ETFs have already been listed and traded on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Now let's head on over to AMB Crypto. Are XRP whales assembling for a win as Ripple president oozes confidence? XRP whale transactions between 100,000 and a million have remarkably increased. Ripple's president showed optimism about a win as more people back the firm. For over 2 years, Ripple XRP has been locked in a lawsuit with the SEC, led by Gary Gensler. Okay, at several points within this period, rumors have flown around that a judgment was near. Unfortunately, none of these reports eventually passed as reality. They are trying to stall you out. All you need to do is hold on tight. Okay, this is not financial advice whatsoever. It's only entertainment by a gorilla. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, coming over here to Bitcoin news. Brazil and Argentina to start preparations for a common currency. And did I mention, ladies and gentlemen, that there may be a shift happening? Take a look.
It announced this week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China in Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the US dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the US dollar?
They're giving you the heat right on Fox right now. They're giving you the heat.
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the US dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the US dollar. Look, there's a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency being that, having that status has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So I will leave that in my description below for you to check that out. If not, come on over to my Twitter. It is heating up. And okay, Florida, are y'all making that move? Over here, we got Kathy Wood, reports of rumors that Governor Ron DeSantis is looking to open Florida banks up to crypto. What do we have here?
There are rumors, I don't know if they're true.
Tell it then.
There are rumors that Governor DeSantis is going to work with the banking system in
It looks like the blockchain monkeys are taking a trip down to Florida. Let's go.
the state-regulated banking part of the system and open them up more to crypto. Just like with your book, as we know from your book, taxes have consequences. If he were to do something like that, or any other government, then I think you would see a huge migration of the crypto digital asset world into Florida. And
you better say it. And so I'm going to leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. This coming in hot from KenkoSubstack.com. David Sachs discusses Nick Carter's article on Operation Choke Point and if the Biden administration plans to ban crypto. Take a look.
There's a really interesting article that was just published on Substack by Nick Carter, who I guess a guest writer on Mike Solana's Substack called Pirate Wires. This is a follow-up piece to an article he wrote 6 weeks ago where he laid out an operation by the Biden administration called Operation Choke Point, which made the case that the Biden administration was quietly attempting to ban crypto. And now, a month later, there's all these things all these steps that the administration is taking to go after crypto. And he lays out a bunch in a bullet point list. So the SEC announced a lawsuit against crypto infrastructure company Paxos, crypto exchange Kraken settled with the SEC.
You see the rundown? Do you see the planned rundown? They got all their goons on the job right now. Who is going to hold? Let's go.
Here, Gensler openly labeled every crypto asset other than Bitcoin as security. Senate Committee on Environment and Public Works held a hearing basing Bitcoin. Biden administration proposed a bill that singles out crypto miners for owners' tax treatment. New York Attorney General declared Ethereum, which is the second largest crypto asset, as security. That's a huge change, by the way.
Yep.
SEC continued its anti-consumer protection efforts by doubling down their attempt to block a spot Bitcoin ETF. OCC let crypto bank Protego's application for a national trust charter expire. And then the SEC just sent Coinbase a Wells notice. So I think it's hard to argue that there isn't a concerted effort now to crack down on crypto by a wide variety of government agencies and authorities, starting with Gensler at the SEC, who seems incredibly hostile to crypto. So now the only question is this correlated with the stress that the banking system is under, or is it just a coincidence?
You already know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to crypto, I highly suggest you get my ebook guide on cryptocurrency, which drops this Friday at blockchainmonkeys.com. This is serious. Holla at your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will all see each other on the moon.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. Blockchain.